So I've been finding, guys, that I have about 2 or 3 of these, and I've been putting the makeup in different sections, so like primer in one, foundation, concealer. What I was actually finding, even though they're really good for storage, when it's out of sight, it's out of mind. So what I'm doing is I'm going back to my original makeup case. So I've started off, as you can see, a little bit already. So the kind of function of all this today, and hopefully it helps you kind of declutter, or if you're kind of, there's going to be part declutter, part just kind of rearranging things. I've started off with primers. So what I'm trying to do is, let's go by what we would do with the face. So we go with primer, we go with foundation. So I'm going to try and do that all the way along. Now the lipsticks I've put in a clear bag, so they're all kind of separate to themselves. So that was the one I just emptied here. Now right at the bottom, guys, you can see that I've got a couple of just various kind of items. And some of them are foundations that are too kind of dark for me. This is a shame. This is the CC Nude Glow. This is the It Cosmetics. Now this, well, it's 40 SPF. And if I just take it out, I'll show you. So this is it. It's CC Plus Nude Glow SPF 40, and it had a little serum in it as well. It's the color correcting medium coverage and skin tint, and it has a brightening glow serum. So when I got it, it did look like it's better if I had a tan, because it's, even though it's in light, it comes, as you can see, we're going to do a bit of a swatch in a minute, but it is quite dark. So I didn't want to really get rid of it, because I did buy it for a reason. So what I might do is kind of self tan with that. So all this bottom row, since I've gotten this kind of box, has been things that I don't use yet, and will I kind of either declutter them or will I keep them? I really want to keep this, guys, because I did try the It Cosmetics foundation years ago, and I wanted their CC color correcting, because that's something that I think would benefit my skin. So we might put this in foundations to try kind of when I self tan. So it has a pump, and this is what it looks like. It's kind of very nice and glowy, as you can see. And as I spread it around, even though it's been a few months since I used it, it's still in very good condition. And you can certainly see, guys, I'd need a tan with that, because it is very, very it's much darker than my actual skin. If you kind of take up from here to here, you would need a self tan with it, but because it's such a good foundation and good quality, I don't want to kind of get rid of it just yet. But definitely not my color in terms of natural skin tone, but I definitely think I'll keep this in the collection, and when I do have a kind of tan on, I'll use it. So another foundation that was in the kind of maybe pile, as in to kind of declutter, was the Profusion Flawless 2-in-1 foundation and concealer. The great thing about this is most foundations should have an expiry date. This does. This was in beige, fair beige, and it does have an expiry of June 2025. So that's good. You can see I did make a start on it, but it was only when I had self tan on. Again, it does have a pump. If I just show you. That's the pump here, and you can see it's very, if I just kind of show my paler skin tone here, and if I do a slight, it is a thicker consistency. So this is medium coverage, and I just don't think, guys, it's worth keeping. And when it goes on, you can see in comparison to how the other one went on, it glided on really well. This really has to kind of be worked into the skin, and sometimes I think it exposes the pores more. So I don't think I'll keep this, guys, even though it doesn't expire just yet, and I don't think I'd give it to anybody. Any of my friends aren't this skin tone anyway. So I think for this one, guys, the Profusion 2-in-1 serum isn't going to go into the collection. Probably, unfortunately, will have to go into the declutter, but this is the point of doing this, because I know I will definitely kind of then see what I use. So that's what we've done so far, and what I've done is across here I've just popped in the It Cosmetics there, you can see. This is just another foundation that was in the declutter, guys. This is the She Glam Complexion Pro. It's long-lasting, breathable, matte foundation. It's quite a thicker consistency. I would say it's medium coverage. The only reason, guys, again, that it's been in my kind of to possibly declutter is that, again, you can see the skin tone isn't the same as my natural skin tone. So again, it would definitely be something that I would need to kind of tan for. But I do want to give it another try, guys. I do want to kind of shop what I already have. So I think if I do make like a consistent effort to kind of tan, you know, I might then be able to kind of use these two, that one and the It CC Nude Glow. So we might leave this in for now. So I've just quickly popped in my usual foundation. So this is the Rimmel Lasting Finish. This is the 35-hour wear. It's got the hydration boost in it as well, and it's got hyaluronic acid. That's something I use as well. The She Glam sticks, foundation sticks, are really good too. This was in my video the other day, so when you have got makeup, then when you're kind of not feeling great, pan sticks are great. That's the Max Factor. So the hydration tint from Wet n Wild, tinted hydrator. I've also just popped in the concealers just for kind of ease of use as well, because you do kind of, over here I've started off with all my primers, then you go across to concealers and foundations, and then I've got my Elf hydration concealer, and these are the two that we decided we were going to keep as well. And my Pressed Powder will probably go on top of that, and then what we might leave is just that Profusion. I think that's definitely going to be decluttered. So this drawer here is what is a possible declutter drawer. So this, guys, is a Collection Glow, and it's like a blush brick. You can see it's got all the different kind of consistency colours there, but I never used it, and it's kind of been in there too long, so I don't want to use it because there's no mold or anything like that on it whatsoever. But definitely, guys, I think if I just open it for you, show you what it's like, there's nothing wrong with it, but I just feel like I've had it too long. So we're going to have a quick look. So that's what it looks like, guys, and I know to the eye it does look absolutely fine, but I've just had it a bit too long, and I feel like even if I have swatched it earlier, there wasn't much difference in the colour, and there really should be as you combine them all. So I just think I've had it a little bit too long. It's Collection's Glow Brick. It's a shame really, but I just kind of forgot that I had it, and I don't really want to kind of, even if I did spray it, I'm not sure kind of if it would be a good idea to keep it. So that's definitely going to be like the Profusion foundation and decluttered. So this is something that I am decluttering, just kind of because for me it wasn't really anything that I really liked. This is the Burgundy double-ended mascara from She Glam, and you've got your volume and lengthening. So if I just opened it, the packaging is really, really nice. So if I just open that for you now, I found, guys, that the colour, even though it shows up on the brush there, you can see that burgundy, the kind of colour there, it didn't really it clumped on the lashes. So no matter how much I kind of, as you can see here, I'm trying to kind of take off the excess, it still clumped, and I had to keep going in over and over to separate the lashes. It just didn't do what it said on the tin really. And I know Burgundy mascara came out and lots of different companies came out to do it, but I wanted to try the double-ended one. She Glam are really good for kind of cost effectiveness as well. Now I did like the lengthening. If I just show you, the lengthening mascara wand was really nice, but I still had the same issue. You can see there, it's a really, really good fibre mascara brush, but again, the colour, even though it shows up really well on the brush, when you actually put it on the lashes, guys, it didn't really come through. So that was a bit of a shame, and I felt like it dried up super quick as well. So for me, unfortunately, that is going to be a declutter. It was good to experience to use it. The brush itself, this one particularly, the quality of the brush was really good, but the formula, I feel, just wasn't enough to kind of keep it. Again, it was very thick formula. Colour didn't really show up. So for me, that's definitely going to have to be, and it's quite messy, as you can see. I've been really careful with it, and the formula is quite thick and comes out quite quickly too. So for me, just personally, guys, it was a personal choice. I'm not going to keep that. So these are the Revolution whipped cream. These were like and I'll just show you one. I'll pop one down and I'll just show you. They're whipped cream liquids. They have a huge scent of cinnamon, just to let you know. So if I just pop it just to show you there. So this is what it looks like. So it is a nice applicator here, and I'll do a little swatch here. But the smell of cinnamon, guys, is so strong. And if you like cinnamon, that's nice. And the consistency, and I also did like, I'm quite far away from the camera now, for example, guys, and I can smell it. It's quite, I did get the adjoining lip liners as well, but I just found that it came off quite quickly. The smell just kind of really was so strong, guys, that it put me off slightly. And again, I didn't feel like it lasted as long as I'd like it to. So I got two. This colour is, let me just check, I think this is Latte, and then I got Coffee. There's Latte. So this one is, yes, this is Latte. And then the other one is called Caramel, and it's got the same consistency, guys. So I'm not saying anything with the actual colour is lovely, really nice, but it just doesn't last. And the smell, like, if you like cinnamon, it's nice, but again, for me, the longevity wasn't great either, and that's even including with the lip liners. So that's going to be decluttered. And again, if I just show you this colour here, the darker one. I say darker, but it's kind of just a little bit deeper. here. And I will swatch that for you. So, I mean, the shape of the doe and everything is really nice. But for me, the colours were beautiful. They just didn't last. And again, for me, like I said before, cinnamon is just not a real smell that, you know, you want to smell consistently all day on your lips. For me, anyway. But, you know, the formula is nice. It just doesn't last. But yeah, the colours are beautiful, guys. That's why I chose them. And you can see this one has a slight pinkish tone. You can see it kind of changes as you kind of move along. This one's beautiful on, but they just don't last. And even with the adjoining lip liners. So for me, guys, I think they had a really good idea, and I can see where they were going with it. But for me, it just didn't kind of last. And for that reason, they're going to go. So that's the first one, guys, and we're going to go into my daily makeup basket. I don't think I'll have a use for these either, so I might see if any of my friends want them. But we're going to now go into my everyday makeup, see where that's going to fit in the case, and then go into blushers and bronzing drops. So these were in my kind of makeup basket that we used today for the video for the Feed Art Beauty eyeshadow palette. So this is going to go into my everyday foundations, the Rimmel Multitasker, and then the Maybelline 3-in-1 Eraser in Peach. So I'm going to quickly put these in with the foundations. Mini palettes, I'm still thinking about what to do with those because I do have a clear bag with all my eyeshadow palettes in as well. So we'll have a look at that in a moment. But this is just going to be put in my case for the foundations. So that's what the foundation's looking like now. I've got the Condom Free in there. Kind of have to rearrange a couple of things just to get it all in. But they are things that I reach for, and when you have them in a basket or even just in a clear drawer or what I had them in, you just don't see them. Out of sight, out of mind is definitely what you need to look for. And then when you are thinking of new kind of makeup or foundations and you see something online, if it's all packed away, what you already have currently, you don't then tend to kind of look at what you have and you want to get the next one and the next one. So for example, I've got really kind of medium to high coverage here with the Rimmel Lasting Finish 35-hour wear with hyaluronic acid. But then if you want a BB cream or a light kind of hydrating tint, I've got the Rimmel Condom Free and the Wet n Wild tinted hydrator. So you just really have to look. If I want something really quick on the go, I've got the pan sticks here, and I've also got the She Glam. And then if I do have a tan or anything like that, or a self tanner, I have that CC Glow that has 40 SPF and it's in beige. So again, you can see then I've got my Revlon and my e.l.f. Maybelline. I just kind of put it all where I see it. And then just kind of sticking with the theme on the other side, under the primers, I've just put my Makeup by Mario Skin Enhancer and then my powders, just so you can see they're all kind of, they're tucked away in there. But again, it all kind of, the first and second shelves then makes sense. So you got your primers, you got the powders and the skin enhancer. Over here, you've got your concealers and your foundations. So it's kind of starting to come together now. So you can see the lipsticks and the lip glosses, lip liners are all in that clear bag. This is the most recent one. This is DJS Beauty in Scarlet. We're going to do a bit of a swatch. This is going to be on my live tomorrow. And we're going to be doing like a really nice kind of medium light smoky eye so that we can have that red lipstick and kind of let that be the kind of show stopper. So we're not kind of overdoing the eyes and then having really, really kind of bright red lips. But you can see I have so many there that I've just gotten one of my clear bags. I've got Flormar, L'Oreal. There's just so many in there, guys, that a clear bag, when I need and see it, I just go in and look at the kind of makeup look I'm doing. I do have those lipstick holders that you can put on top of like your drawers and stuff. But for me, I just prefer kind of having them in a clear bag and getting them when I need them. But this one is out only because I am kind of going to be using that on the live tomorrow. So we're going to pop this clear bag away. I'm not going to spend too much time on eyeshadows, but again, as you can see, I do have a majority of them in a clear bag, so I can see what I'm doing, and I just pick it out individually. Again, it makes me look at what I have. If they're in a drawer somewhere, I don't tend to kind of look at them. So what we're going to do is put that Fiend eyeshadow in there, and we're going to kind of then put this away, and when I need to do an eyeshadow tutorial, I can look through this bag and see what I'm doing. So I've just got this clear bag because I'm going to go through blushers and bronzers. So this is my final kind of drawer set that I'm going to be getting rid of because I do, as I said before, I want to put everything in here. So the first thing here is bronzers as far as I can remember. Yes, it is. So I went through a phase of really loving those bronzing drops. I still do, and I go to the W7 Golden Glow drops a lot. And then you can see the Drunk Elephant in the back, and I've also got the Revolution bronzing drops. So what I'm going to do is, because they are a mixture of kind of liquid and powder, and they're all in various packaging, and it is quite a deep sort of case there. We're going to put them in the clear bag. I'm going to do the same for the blushes. So I'm just taking out what I need here. This is what they're going to go into. First, I've got the Revolution Golden Glow Drops. They are really good. Hyaluronic acid, squalene, and grapeseed oil. I'll just do a quick swatch for you guys. I hope this gives you guys some sort of maybe motivation to look at what you have. It really has for me. I've been looking at a couple of YouTube. I do look at makeup tutorials with Andy, and she did a huge declutter. And again, this is really nice, guys. It gives you that deep tan look, but if you find that you've got too much, just spread it out. Again, the key is kind of blending. That's the key here, but it's really, really nice, guys. And if you do have a tan, even regardless if you don't, it just gives you that gorgeous kind of glow. So that's what that looks like. That's definitely going to be staying. That's the Revolution Golden Glow Drops. Then I've got the e.l.f. Quad, the contour palette, but you can certainly use it as a bronzer as well, and it does have that kind of highlight and setting powder as well. So super travel friendly. So that's going to be going in. Of course, I couldn't mention gold drops without you mentioning the W7. Again, I appreciate it's going to be put on top of the Revolution, but we're just going to have a quick swatch here too. These are my favorite, absolute favorite. And that's what that looks like. A little bit of a thicker consistency. The glow is definitely obvious in this one. It's not so obvious in the Revolution when it comes out, but this one, really obvious. And then if I try to look at that, guys, more of a liquid, watery, hydrating. I would say this is super hydrating. And this is the one I saw after the Drunk Elephant. This was the very first kind of dupe I got. The e.l.f. I have, but I haven't used yet. So I don't want to kind of, because I am trying to use the ones I haven't used it yet. I've got the miniature version. And again, that's really moisturizing. I have to say, it's really moisturizing going around the skin, and it just gives that glow. And I appreciate the Revolution is underneath it, but really just gives that kind of glow more so than the Revolution. But I do like Revolution. I think they're really good. The one I have is Scorched Light Medium in Revolution, and this one is just W7 Golden Glow Drops Radiant Bronzing Drops. And there isn't a particular name to it, but yes, so that would be, I have to say, still my favorite go-to. It's getting all messy now, but yes, that one. Then we are going to look at the the Drunk Elephant. I do need to, and I always say I do need to use this more. This is the Deep Bronze Anti-Pollution Sunshine Drops, and that's what that looks like again. Just got the logo there, the typical Drunk Elephant logo. Super similar, if I have to say, of all the dupes to come out. The packaging they've kind of not completely copied, but super similar. So yes, I will be trying to definitely kind of make use of this. But again, you know, if you don't want to spend a huge amount of money and you're looking for a really good quality dupe, I would say go for the W7. So we're going to pop those in as well. Now we're kind of going to go on to more powders. And I'm going to start with my Huda Beauty Glow Wish. This is something I'm certainly trying to kind of get through as well. And the thing with this is hard to get through is that a little goes a long way. So you don't necessarily need a lot. And it's got really good staying power, so that's going to be going in. Kiko Milano is next. And this is, packaging is lovely. This is Flawless Fusion Bronzer. This is what the packaging looks like. We're just going to open that. Got a mirror as well. You can see I'm definitely making good progress with that one. It does have a mirror, and again, it's just a really nice, super soft as well. That's what that looks like, if you can see it. If I try to just, I appreciate I'm getting lots of swatches here. It's not coming out, but I will use it in the next video. I'm doing a video in the morning, a short on what I use kind of my makeup to get ready. So I'll be doing a short on that. But yes, it's got a very nice clasp, travel friendly, and I like the packaging too, so that's staying. Two more to go now, guys. I've got the Rimmel, and if you're just looking for a very nice basic but kind of glowy but not too kind of shimmery bronzer, this is the Rimmel London Natural Bronzer, and mine is in Sunlight 001, so we're just going to open that. And that is a beautiful consistency, guys. It's not too dark, but it comes out really warm. It's a warm brown, not a cool toned brown, and that's what that looks like. I'm not sure if it's coming out properly, but if I try and do a quick swatch on my finger there, if you can see that. But again, it will be used tomorrow in my short video. And again, that's staying. The last one I have is the Alice in Wonderland collection from Wet n Wild, and it's their Tea Anyone. And this is such a big compact, guys, so big. I was surprised. This is how big it is. I like the packaging, but more than the packaging, I like what you get. You get value for money. I think it was only $4.95 on Amazon. So you can see you've actually got your highlighters here too. So you've got your really nice, really shimmery bright white, and then you've got the kind of more tanned highlighter. Then if you really want to go for a contour, just go into this one, kind of a bronzy look, or even a light contour, go into that. If you want a really nice shimmery bronze, just spread your brush all around and you get an amazing look. And definitely want to go for it, guys. So that kind of finishes up the bronzers. So let's pack them all together now. So I've actually cut down a lot on blushes. I used to have a lot, but it does really make you look at, you know, what bronzers. I like to go for really deep reds at the minute, so I did declutter a lot of my bright pinks even, sorry. So the one that I do have that's the brightest is the rosy pink, and this is the Blush Light Revolution blush drops. They're the only blush drops I have. But I do have things that I go for, so that are a bit more red. So if I show you, these have been out for a long time. They're by no means new. This is the monochromic multi-stick from e.l.f. They do various colors. This is in Sparkling Rose, and if I just, so it's monochrome, so it actually has two functions. It's a lipstick and a blush. You can use it for either. If I just do a quick super moisturizing, and that's what that looks like. So you can see it's kind of in between medium berry red and pink, but it really stays on. It's got a huge staying power, and it's super moisturizing. And then if you the longer you spread it, the lighter it gets, just so you know. So if you do want that really deep, the deep red kind of start to kind of maneuver it out in the same place, and you get a bit of a darker color. If you want that kind of lighter color, just use your brush kind of on the wider surface and you'll get that lighter color. But this is really nice because it's a duo kind of aspect to it. So, and it just really going for the deeper colors for some reason, the deeper reds at the minute. So that's going to be staying. These are something I tried when those lip stains came out, and I didn't try a specific high-end brand, but they're the liquid, or the jelly blush, and I got the trio, and they're from Stain, from Nuvemper. I actually have Nuvemper brushes as well. So this is water jelly tint. So they come in these really nice packaging. If you see, it's kind of a gold kind of packaging, very nice, travel friendly. But I'm not sure if I'm going to keep them. I am going to keep kind of working with them. I only worked with them once. They have a stopper on them too, so it's nice to keep it for protection, or if you're traveling, it's really good so it doesn't get too messy, or because they are jelly format. So that's what it looks like. They feel really cool to the touch. Obviously that typical jelly format. And if I show you these, they all have like various colors. This is more of a pinky red, very deep. They don't have names on them, so it's only when you actually take them out of the container that you see what they are. That's the only thing I don't really like. But this is kind of a pinkish red, and again, like I said, as you spread it out, it does become lighter. So if you're looking for that deep red, put it in certain areas, and then just keep it in that area and blend it into that area, and you'll get kind of a deeper look. So this is kind of more of a pinky tone, but the packaging is really nice. I'll just pop the container back onto where it was, but they're very nice feel, very refreshing. The jelly kind of style is very refreshing on the skin, and again the packaging is super nice. So I'll do one more just to show you, but again I'm still not super kind of impressed with them. They didn't stay for very long, but I guess maybe that's the brand, I don't know. I didn't want to kind of spend a huge amount. Again, they all look similar too, so it's only when you apply them that you realize the color they actually are. So we're just gonna move that one out. So this is a kind of deeper one here. So we're going to have a look at this. Again, no names on each of them. It's the only thing I'd say is a bit of a downfall for that. That comes out almost, the lighting may be making it look lighter, but this is super red, super red. And that's me putting on a lot. So if you can imagine your brush going out like that, and look how quick it takes. So this is something that I wasn't a fan of, guys. You put it on for a second, by the time you go and get your brush, it's actually stuck to certain parts already, and you have to keep going in. So that's something that I'm not sure I want to work with. But that might be, again, just this particular brand. So for this one, I had it, you could see here, I had a little bit more of an easier time blending it out. This one, kind of, it stuck almost straight away, and I really did have to go into that. So yes, I'm still going to try them out, guys. I'm not going to give up on them just yet, because they are refreshing to put on the skin. They do feel really refreshing when you have them on. It's just about their staying power and kind of how you apply them. It has to be comfortable. So they are going to go in, but I'm kind of going to be keeping an eye on whether I like them. I might use them tomorrow. I'll just kind of, I think the key is to keep using them. So that's that. Again, this is just another e.l.f. duo. These aren't available anymore. I've seen a lot of people look for them. Emma, you know well, is one of the YouTubers I've followed for years, and I think I saw her use a different, I think a darker one, but then recently she was saying, I think about 6 months ago, that she couldn't find them again, and I was wondering if that's just it's the US or the UK, and I tried in the UK on their website, and I couldn't find them either. So I think they've discontinued them, but it's like a highlighter and a blush. Really nice packaging, and the staying power is great, and this is in watermelon. So it's a shame they don't. If they have, let me know, but I haven't seen them. I think they've been discontinued by e.l.f., but that's definitely staying. Again, this is like the Wet n Wild Alice in Wonderland, and it's the same kind of idea as the bronzer. It's a Talk to the Flowers, and it's a complete blush palette, but as you can see, we're going to open it. There is a highlight, so we're just going to, again, I was so impressed with the size as well. So this is the blush, if you look at it. So you've got your very similar layout to the bronzer. So you've got your kind of very nice highlighted pink. You've got the deep, I wouldn't say red, kind of a deep kind of almost maroon. Then you've got your super light highlighter, and then your more kind of baby pink. So it depends on what you want to do. You could just use a highlight here. You know, look at that, that's gorgeous. This is the deep matte red. And then I'm just going to do the baby pink here. So, you know, you've got your different ones here. And then if I just find here. So this is what you're getting. You know, really good staying power as well. Wet n Wild, I find, are a very good brand for quality makeup. Very like e.l.f. I love e.l.f. Their quality makeup too. And the price range is amazing. So that's staying. I don't think, guys, there is anything bar those stains that I just showed you that I want to kind of get rid of. So this is really about seeing what you have, putting them in those clear bags, making sure that when I do open that case to the side here that you've seen all the foundations, all the primers are there, powders, everything. So like I can see what I have. Again, this is Birthday Cake. This is from She Glam, and again, it smells amazing. 1 dot is all you need. And this is, my hand is getting used tonight, isn't it? That's that one there, if you can see. Super bright, and this is the one, I know I say I go for reds in blushes, but this is the one I do like to reach for when I go out. And if I just blend it there, you can see, look how much you get. A little goes a long way, so be careful with that, guys. But it is a beautiful blush, and it stays. There's definitely longevity with that. So, and again, the fact that, you know, She Glam are very good value. You can't go wrong, really. So yes, that I find it's a very nice consistency, feels soft, doesn't get sticky or tacky, and the colour stays for a long time. So that is in Birthday Cake. That's going to be staying. Again, Florimar, guys, are still around. I find it kind of difficult to find them. I know they're in Ireland, but this is kind of a marble effect bronzer or blush. This is terracotta blush. So we're just going to have a look. And again, I think I said this before. It's very similar to you got a little mirror here at the top, but if you look at the formula, it's very similar to Laura Geller. You can see kind of as I go around, there's pinks, there's golds. You can kind of see as I do that, that's something that I'm keeping. I think it's still around. The packaging is different. I think it's just completely clear packaging now. but that's definitely something I'm going to keep. Then over here, there's two things that I'm going to put in the maybe pile. These are two Max Factor cream puff blushes, and this is in Gorgeous Berries, and that's what they look like. Again, kind of a marble effect. I just don't reach for them, guys. There's nothing particularly wrong with them, but I just don't reach for them as much as I used to. So I think I might just give it maybe one more, month or so, and then possibly declutter them. I just don't go for them. There's nothing wrong with them. Really, really good, travel friendly. I got two. I think I got a deal a while ago on them. Max Factor are great too. Very good, kind of reasonable. I'd say they're in between medium, and their foundations can sometimes be quite expensive. It depends what you go for, really. But again, Max Factor are very good. They're the pan sticks I tend to go for as well. Max Factor pan sticks. I do have a video on those too. But yes, nothing wrong in particular. I don't have anything to say bad about them, but I'm just not reaching for them at the moment. So I'll keep them in for now. And then there's only two more. So this is the Maxi Blush from Rimmel. I was looking for a deeper colour. Couldn't find it. But this is Wildcard 003. Again, it has amazing staying power. We just open it. And that's what it looks like. And I'm very impressed with the size of the pan too. You do get a lot. And that's that one there. So yeah, very nice. That's going to be kept. Last one is Kiko Milano, and it's again lovely packaging, very similar to the bronzer. And this is just 06 Unlimited Blush. Again, it does have a mirror. And that's what that looks like. Kind of a cool toned rose colour. Very soft as well. So that's the blushes. So let's get them kind of packed away. So that's all of them packed away. Now they're going to go in with the blushers, and we're going to have a look at what we have. So the blushers and the bronzers are on each side, kind of, they've got equal amount of room. I'm not going to put eyeshadows in there, guys, because I do have a separate one for that. But this is going to be like the basic of what I go to every single day, with the exception of mascara and eyeshadow. This is just so much easier for me, guys. As I said before, you can see what you have. You can just get it as you need it. I'm going to have my brushes and my puffs and things like that, as in like my powder puffs, things like that, separately. But this is just going to be the foundation of everything. And then as I go, if I do get anything else, I can get a bigger box. But looking at this, guys, opening it every day rather than something in a drawer is just going to be so much easier. And I think this is really going to help. So you can see it all kind of has its place now, guys, and I can clearly see in the packages with the lipsticks and eyeshadows, but also when we do open that case, when I do need to, I will see very clearly the foundations, everything that I've done, and it just makes it a lot easier for me. So it then obviously frees up some space on my makeup desk as well, and I can just go to what I need. I also forgot to say I do kind of have my micellar water there too, anything that I need to kind of clean anything, and my antibacterial spray is in there too. So I hope this was helpful to people. It just makes me kind of look at what I have. And I hope it was helpful, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow, and take care.